Well, that sure was an exciting game. Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Philly Sox to a video cast, and today we're going to recap the fourth game of the World Series between the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Tampa Bay Rays, as the Rays defeat the Dodgers by a final score of 8-7. They come back and he bombed in the ninth inning to win it. What an exciting play, one of the most exciting plays this postseason. Wow. Single hit to right center field. Chris Taylor bobbles, throw to home. Will Smith can't hold on to the baseball, and Randy Arozarena scores the game-winning run to give the Rays a game-to-4 victory to tie up the series at 2. Now, guys, before we get into this video, please subscribe if you have not yet. Please turn on the notification bell. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video, and let's get into this. What an exciting game. What an exciting game. A lot of offense. This is by far the most exciting game of the World Series, in my opinion. In my opinion, this has been the most exciting game of the World Series. A lot of action. And how about Justin Turner smoking another home run in the first inning? I mean, how about that? Corey Seager, two guys, Corey Seager and Randy Arozarena, having themselves postseasons to remember, launching all these home runs. Randy Arozarena breaks the record for most home runs hit in the postseason with 9. And Corey Seager, at the time, tied the record at 8, same with Randy Arozarena. And then later in the game, Randy Arozarena would break that record with his 9th home run of the postseason. So, an exciting game for both sides. If you're a Dodgers fan, you got to be devastated with this loss. Heartbroken. You could have gone up 3-1. Now it's tied at 2. Dave Roberts' reaction to this loss was just crazy. They showed him. I mean, he was just like, "Oh my God!" He went like this. It was just so. Oh my goodness gracious! I mean, if I were Dave Roberts there, I'd just be devastated, absolutely devastated. How about Kenley Jansen? I understand that really wasn't his fault, but I do think that game tying run would have scored anyway. But definitely not the go-ahead winning run. That definitely wouldn't have scored. He definitely would have been out there. He definitely would have been tagged out. There's no way that Randy Arozarena could have scored there. But Will Smith dropped the ball. He dropped the ball. Oh my goodness gracious. I mean, how do you do that? I mean, everyone makes mistakes, but what a bad time to make a mistake like that. And Doc Roberts has a right to be upset. As I said, what a devastating loss for the Dodgers here. The scoring summary in the top of the first inning, Justin Turner homers on a fly ball to center field, his second of the series. And how about that? 2 first inning home runs back-to-back games. That is unbelievable in the World Series. I mean, Justin Turner, as I keep talking about, a guy who's had a very, very productive postseason, and he's been there for the Dodgers. Too bad for him that his team couldn't finish it off last night. And then in the top of the third inning, Corey Seager crushes a ball to right field, his second of the series, and it's now a 2-0 Dodgers lead. A solo shot. At that time, it tied a postseason record. As I talked about, Randy Arozarena would go on later in the game to break that record with his 9th home run of the postseason. But what a heck of a postseason it has been for Corey Seager. And he's really just been living it up in the postseason. He has been great for the Dodgers. And then in the bottom of the 4th inning, Randy Arozarena homers on a fly ball to right center field into the Dodgers bullpen, his second of the World Series. And as I talked about, that breaks the home run record in the postseason, his 9th home run of the postseason. Randy Arozarena, the Cuban Mookie Betts, as he is labeled, comes through again. This kid has been unbelievable. He is the next star. This kid is something special. He's so athletic. He's so talented. This kid is something special for the Tampa Bay Rays. And boy, what a night he had last night. I know he got thrown out there trying to steal second base. The Dodgers eventually did challenge that call. He was originally called safe. They overturned it. And what a weird play with the Max Muncy, right? Did you see that? Where he was at second base and almost looked like he was thrown off of second base. That was bizarre. It almost looked like he was tackled off of second base. I mean, that was really, really weird in my opinion. And he kind of tried to plead his case with the umpire. It didn't really work out for him. But all I'm going to say is that was bizarre. That was bizarre. I'm just going to say that right now. Then in the top of the 5th inning, Max Muncy singles on a sharp line drive to right field. Corey Seager scores, and it's now a 3-1 ball game. And this is where he was thrown out at second base. I mean, yet again, such a weird play. Such a weird play. He tried to advance to second base and almost looked like he was pulled off of the base. And that was bizarre. I don't know if he lost his balance, but the way it looked like he was tackled off of second base. Just absolutely bizarre. Absolutely bizarre. So it's now a 3-1 ball game. The Rays tried to come back there, made it a 2-1 ball game, and the Dodgers come right back and make it a 3-1 ball game. Then in the bottom of the 5th inning, Hunter Renfroe destroys a home run to left field, his first of the World Series, to make it a 3-2 ball game. That ball was way back there into the second deck. He got all that one. There's no other way to put it. He totally destroyed that baseball. That was pretty refreshing to see out of Hunter Renfroe. Then in the top of the sixth inning, Kike Hernandez doubles on a ground ball to left field. Will Smith scores, and it's now a 4-2 ball game. So the Dodgers come right back in the top of the inning and get that run back, and it's now a 2-run lead for the Dodgers. And as I talk about it every single video, how deep the Dodgers lineup is. I mean, Cody Bellinger, Max Muncy, Jock Peterson, Mookie Betts, Chris Taylor, Kike Hernandez, Will Smith. I mean, it's so stacked. It's just so good. I mean, like, it's amazing. When someone has an off night, fine. Someone else is going to come through for you. I mean, that's what a stacked lineup is. I mean, it's just unbelievable. I know pitching is the first priority, and pitching wins you championships. What I tell you this right now, you need a good offense, and the Dodgers have that good offense, and both teams do in this series. Then in the bottom of the sixth inning, Brandon Lowe had a 2-homer game earlier in this series. He comes through again. He homers on a fly ball to left center field, a 3-run shot, and it's now a 5-4 Rays lead. The Rays take the lead. How about Brandon Lowe coming through in the clutch yet again? What a World Series that this guy has had. As I talked about, had a 2-home run game early in the series, and he does it again. Homer on a fly ball to left center field, another opposite field home run. This guy is unbelievable. He's been great for the Rays in this postseason. He has just been unbelievable. Lights out. This guy is unbelievable. Then in the top of the seventh inning, Jock Peterson singles on a line drive to right field. It deflected off of Brandon Lowe, and Corey Seager and Justin Turner score, and it's now a 6-5 ball game. The Dodgers retake the lead. Unbelievable. What a lot of back and forth. As I talked about, this is the most exciting World Series game in this series so far. This has been the most exciting game in this World Series so far, by far. And Cody Bellinger was thrown out trying to advance to third base, but the Dodgers do retake the lead. 6-5 is the ball game. And bottom of the seventh inning, Kevin Kiermaier homers on a fly ball to right center field, his second of the World Series, and it's a tie game. Tie game. I mean, what an exciting game. Kevin Kiermaier, a guy who has not been great offensively. I mean, he's known for his defense. We all know that. He comes through with his second home run of the World Series. I tell you what, man, I mean, he's a great guy to watch out there in the field. And how about he does it at the plate this time? Launches a home run to right center field to tie the game. Then in the top of the eighth inning, Corey Seager comes through for the Dodgers to give them the lead. He singles on a soft fly ball to left field. Chris Taylor crosses the plate, and the Dodgers have taken a 7-6 lead. Then we move on to the bottom of the ninth inning. One of the most exciting plays I've ever seen. This is probably the most exciting play of the postseason, this postseason. So this was just such an exciting game. Brett Phillips singles on a line drive to right center field. Chris Taylor gets it in his glove cleanly, and then it rolls to right field. He just completely bobbles it. Has to go over and get it. Throws the cut off to home. Will Smith almost looks like he spun around or something. Well, in the meantime, Kevin Kiermaier scores the game-tying run. And then Randy Rosarena's busting him. He would have been out by a mile, but then Will Smith loses the ball, goes right behind him, and Randy Rosarena with a head-first dive into home plate. And the Rays win 8-7. What an exciting win for the Tampa Bay Rays as they even up the series at 2 apiece. Unbelievable. So we are going to a Game 5, tied at 2. This has been an exciting World Series. Two very, very good teams. The best team in the NL going against the best team in the AL. What an exciting World Series this has been. And Randy Rosarena, how about the head-first dive in the home plate? I mean, he would have been out by a mile. I think that game-tying run would have scored. Kevin Kiermaier, that definitely would have scored. But Randy Rosarena, he definitely would have been out there. So the Rays win 8-7. Your final score as we are going to a Game 5. And I'm not sure about my prediction now. I'm still maybe saying Dodgers in 6 or Dodgers in 7. I mean, who knows? Maybe the Rays win this. This is a huge confidence booster for the Rays. And how about Kenley Jansen collapsing again? I understand that his team made all these errors. I understand that. What a sloppy bottom of the ninth. But Kenley Jansen, that guy, he's never been good in these kind of situations. He just hasn't. He hasn't. I don't know what it is. Mental. That's what it is, I think. Mental. This game is just so much mental. It's amazing. So, Kenley Jansen blows it yet again, but I think the Dodgers' defense is the one to blame here. But he definitely would have blown the save, though. I mean, Kevin Kiermaier definitely would have scored on that, in my opinion. And that would have tied the game, at least. But who knows what would have happened after that. But nevertheless, Does not matter for the Tampa Bay Rays as they are victorious in this one, 8-7 your final score. As we take a look at the starting pitching in this one, Julio Reyes was on the mound for the Dodgers. He went 4 2/3, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, and 9 strikeouts. A guy who has been very, very good this postseason. I know he struck out 9. I mean, that was really, really impressive. 9 strikeouts, but he didn't do as good as he has been in the postseason. But the 9 strikeouts is very, very impressive. And the Dodgers bullpen was horrendous in this one. Blake Trident, terrible. Baez was terrible. And Jansen, I mean, that was an earned run. That Kevin Kiermaier game-time run was an earned run on Kenley Jansen. That's what I was saying before. I said, I know the Dodgers defense let him down, but he's still not good in these situations. I mean, come on. I mean, he's so bad in these kind of situations. So regardless of that, missed tag or whatever, that was so bad for Kenley Jansen. I mean, he's just not good in those kind of situations. And the Dodgers bullpen, terrible last night. Pitching wins games. Pitching wins games. Pitching wins games. I cannot say it enough. It's so important to have good pitching. And the Rays bullpen was not great either. Not at all. It wasn't great at all. But I'd say both bullpens were equally as terrible in this one. I mean, they were both so bad. They were both so bad. And Variable was on the mound for Tampa Bay. Went 3 1/3, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. Not good at all. I mean, you have Julio Reyes striking out 9 in 4 2/3, and you have Yarvov striking out just 1 and 3 1/3. I mean, that is so bad. I mean, he was not very good last night. And as I talked about, the Rays bullpen, not very good either. What really mattered was in the bottom of the 9th inning when the Rays were able to win the ball game, 8-7 your final score. The Rays offense is just so underrated. A lot of people you don't really ever hear about. Going into the season, did you know who Randy Arozarena was? I did not. I did not know who Randy Arozarena was. Now I know who Manuel Margot is. I know who Hunter Renfroe is. Knew who Kevin Kiermaier. I know all these guys. Now if you go out in the street and ask people who's Randy Arozarena, who's Brandon Lowe, who's Hunter Renfroe, who's Manuel Margot, who's Diaz, they're gonna be like, who are these people? Like, you don't really hear about them because they're a small market and they're in the World Series. So I give the Rays a lot of credit here, and they're going against a team that's in a big market who has had a lot of success, and the Rays have never won a World Series. This is their only 2nd World Series appearance after losing to my Philadelphia Phillies in 2008. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe if you haven't yet. Please turn on the notification bell. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Please check out those social media, link in the description section at Phillies House of Instagram, RFNX Instagram. Guys, call or text 267-225-3392. Email me, phillieshouse@gmail.com. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Game 5 is tonight. Clayton Kershaw on the mound for the Dodgers, 3-1 with a 2.88 ERA, going against Tyler Glasnow. The Rays, 2-2 with a 6.08 ERA. So the Dodgers look to bounce back and get a 3-2 lead, and the Rays look to build off of their impressive victory last night, the impressive comeback victory, and take it a 3-2 lead in the series. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. What an exciting game. I am Luke, and I will talk to y'all later. I'll see you guys.